Let's start with a simple story from Buddhist teachings. Once upon a time, in a peaceful village, there lived a wise monk named Ananda. Ananda often shared his wisdom with the villagers to help them live better, stronger lives. One day, Ananda gathered the villagers and told them about 10 habits that can make a person mentally weak. He shared how to recognize these habits and avoid them to become mentally strong. Habit number 1, Ananda said, is negative thinking. When you constantly focus on the bad things, you feel sad and stressed. Ananda encouraged the villagers to think positively and find the good in every situation. One villager who was always sad asked Ananda how to stop negative thinking. Ananda smiled and said, "Whenever a negative thought comes to your mind, replace it with a positive one. Practice gratitude and remember the good things in your life." The second habit is blaming others. Ananda explained that when you blame others for your problems, you give away your power. Instead, take responsibility for your actions and learn from your mistakes. Ananda told a story of a farmer who always blamed his neighbor for his poor harvest. Ananda advised the farmer to look at his own methods and improve them, rather than blaming others. The third habit is seeking approval from others. Ananda said that when you constantly seek approval, you lose your sense of self. Believe in your own worth and make decisions that feel right to you. A young woman asked Ananda how to stop seeking approval. He told her, "Trust yourself. Your value doesn't depend on what others think of you." The fourth habit is the fear of change. Ananda taught that change is a natural part of life. Embrace it and see it as an opportunity to grow. Ananda shared a story of a man who feared moving to a new village. He said, "Change is like a river, it keeps flowing. Embrace it and you'll discover new strengths within yourself." The fifth habit is living in the past. Ananda advised the villagers to focus on the present moment. Holding on to past regrets or mistakes only brings sorrow. Ananda said, "The past is gone, and the future is not here yet. Live in the now and make the best of each moment." The sixth habit is avoiding challenges. Ananda told the villagers that facing challenges makes you stronger. Avoiding them only makes you weaker. Ananda encouraged a young man who feared a difficult task. He said, "Challenges are like tests. They help you grow. Face them with courage, and you'll become stronger." The seventh habit is being overly critical of yourself and others. Ananda explained that constant criticism can damage your self-esteem and relationships. Practice kindness and understanding instead. Ananda advised a woman who was always critical of others. He said, "Be gentle with yourself and others. Everyone is doing their best." The eighth habit is feeling entitled. Ananda taught that expecting special treatment can lead to disappointment. Work hard and be grateful for what you have. Ananda told a story of a young man who felt entitled to wealth without working for it. He said, "Earn your rewards and be thankful for every opportunity." The ninth habit is giving up easily. Ananda encouraged the villagers to be persistent. Success often comes to those who keep trying, even when things get tough. Ananda shared a story of a woman who gave up on her dreams too soon. He said, "Never give up. Keep going, and you'll reach your goals." The 10th habit is ignoring your own needs. Ananda explained that taking care of yourself is important for your mental strength. Rest, eat well, and make time for things you enjoy. Ananda told a busy mother, "You cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself, and you'll be able to take care of others better." The villagers thanked Ananda for his wisdom. They promised to work on these habits and become mentally stronger. Here are some practical tips to help you overcome negative thinking. Introduction to negative thinking. Negative thinking is a pattern of focusing on the bad things in life. It's that little voice in your head that says, "I can't do this," or "things will never get better." It's the habit of expecting the worst in every situation. Imagine waking up every day and feeling like nothing will go right. This is how negative thinking affects you. It drags you down and makes it hard to see any good in your life. Negative thinking doesn't just affect your mood. It also impacts your physical health. Studies show that chronic negative thinking can lead to increased stress, fatigue, and even serious health problems like heart disease. It also affects your relationships. When you constantly think negatively, it's hard to connect with others. You may feel isolated and misunderstood, which can lead to strained relationships. Let's turn to a wise story from Buddhist teachings to understand how we can break free from negative thinking. In a peaceful village, there lived a wise monk named Ananda. He often shared his wisdom with the villagers, helping them live better. Happier lives. One day, Ananda noticed a villager who was always sad. This villager constantly focused on the bad things in his life. Ananda knew that this habit of negative thinking was the root of his unhappiness. Ananda sat down with the villager and said, "Negative thoughts are like dark clouds. They block the light and make it hard to see clearly. But remember, clouds are temporary. They will pass." Ananda continued, "When a negative thought enters your mind, replace it with a positive one. Practice gratitude and remember the good things in your life. By focusing on the positive, you can change your mindset and improve your mental well-being." Changing your thought patterns takes time and practice, but it's worth it. By focusing on the positive, you can improve your mood, your health, and your relationships. Remember, you have the power to change your thoughts. Just like Ananda taught the villagers, you can replace negative thoughts with positive ones and live a happier, healthier life. Lesson 1. Ananda's encounter with a sad villager. In a peaceful village nestled among green hills, there lived a wise monk named Ananda. He was known for his deep understanding of the human mind and his compassionate heart. Villagers often came to him seeking advice and comfort. One day, as Ananda was sitting under a large, shady tree, he noticed a villager who looked particularly sad and troubled. This villager, named Suman, was well known in the village for his constant worry and negative outlook on life. Suman would often be found sitting alone, lost in his thoughts, focusing on everything that was wrong in his life. He felt overwhelmed by his problems and believed that nothing good would ever come his way. Ananda, seeing the sorrow in Suman's eyes, approached him gently and sat down beside him. With a calm and soothing voice, he asked, "Suman, why do you look so troubled?" Suman sighed deeply and began to pour out his heart. "Ananda, my life is full of difficulties. My crops are failing, my health is poor, and I feel like a burden to my family. I can't stop thinking about how everything is going wrong." Ananda listened patiently, nodding as Suman spoke. When Suman finished, Ananda gently placed a hand on his shoulder and said, "My friend, I understand your pain. But dwelling on your troubles will only make them seem bigger and more overwhelming." Ananda continued, "Negative thinking is like a dark cloud that blocks the sunlight. It makes it hard to see the beauty and opportunities that life offers. Let me share a simple practice that can help you see things differently." Ananda explained, "Whenever a negative thought enters your mind, try to replace it with a positive one. For every problem you face, find something good to focus on. This practice of gratitude can change the way you see your life." He then encouraged Suman to start a gratitude journal. Each day, Ananda said, "Write down 3 things you are thankful for. They can be small things like the warmth of the sun or the kindness of a friend. Over time, you will find that your perspective begins to shift." Suman nodded, feeling a glimmer of hope for the first time in a long while. He promised Ananda that he would try this new practice and focus on the positive aspects of his life. In the days and weeks that followed, Suman diligently wrote in his gratitude journal. Slowly but surely, he began to notice the good things in his life. His crops started to show signs of recovery, his health improved, and he felt more connected with his family. The villagers saw a change in Suman. He smiled more, and his positive attitude began to inspire those around him. Suman realized that while he couldn't control everything in his life, he could control how he responded to it. Suman returned to Ananda, his heart full of gratitude. "Thank you, Ananda," he said, "for showing me the way to a brighter mind. I now understand that negative thinking only darkens my world. By focusing on the positive, I have found peace and strength." Ananda smiled and replied, "Remember, Suman, the mind is powerful. What you focus on grows. Nurture positive thoughts, and you will cultivate a life of happiness and resilience." The story of Ananda and Suman teaches us that we have the power to change our perspective. By practicing gratitude and focusing on the positive, we can overcome negative thinking and find joy in our lives. Lesson 2. Consequences of negative thinking. Negative thinking is more than just having a bad day. It's a persistent pattern of seeing the worst in every situation and expecting negative outcomes. While it might seem harmless at first, this habit can have serious consequences. Let's start with the emotional toll. Negative thinking can lead to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even depression. When you constantly focus on the bad things in life, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and hopeless. This can create a cycle of negativity that's hard to break. Negative thinking also affects your mental health. It can lead to increased stress levels, making it difficult to relax and enjoy life. This constant state of stress can impair your cognitive functions, making it harder to concentrate, make decisions, and solve problems. But the effects don't stop at your mind. Negative thinking can have significant physical consequences as well. Studies show that chronic stress from negative thinking can lead to a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to illnesses. It can also increase the risk of serious health issues like heart disease and high blood pressure. Your relationships can also suffer from negative thinking. When you expect the worst from people or situations, it's easy to become defensive and withdrawn. This can lead to misunderstandings, conflicts, and a lack of trust in your relationships. Over time, this negativity can create distance between you and the people you care about. Furthermore, negative thinking can make you feel isolated. You may withdraw from social activities and avoid reaching out to others. This isolation can further deepen your negative thoughts, creating a vicious cycle that's hard to escape. Let's turn to a wise story from Buddhist teachings to illustrate these points. In a peaceful village, there lived a wise monk named Ananda. He often shared his wisdom with the villagers, helping them understand the impact of their thoughts on their lives. One day, Ananda gathered the villagers and spoke about the consequences of negative thinking. He explained how it affects the mind, body, and relationships, much like we've discussed. He then shared a story of a villager named Raj, who was known for his constant negativity. Raj was always worried and expected the worst in every situation. His negative thinking made him feel constantly stressed and unhappy. He often fell ill and had strained relationships with his family and friends. Raj felt isolated and lonely, trapped in his negative thoughts. Ananda approached Raj and shared his wisdom. He told Raj, "Your thoughts shape your reality. By focusing on the negative, you are creating a world of pain and suffering for yourself. It's time to break free from this cycle." Ananda encouraged Raj to practice mindfulness and gratitude. He advised Raj to focus on the present moment and appreciate the good things in his life, no matter how small. Over time, Raj began to shift his mindset from negative to positive. As Raj practiced these new habits, he noticed significant changes. His stress levels decreased, and he started feeling happier and more relaxed. His health improved, and his relationships became more harmonious. Raj realized that by changing his thoughts, he could change his life. The story of Raj teaches us that while negative thinking can have severe consequences, we have the power to change our thoughts and in turn, our lives. By practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and positive thinking, we can improve our mental and physical well-being, strengthen our relationships, and create a happier, healthier life. Lesson 3. Ananda's advice on overcoming negative thinking. In a serene village surrounded by lush greenery, there lived a wise monk named Ananda. Known for his deep understanding and compassionate nature, Ananda often guided the villagers towards a more mindful and fulfilling life. One day, as Ananda sat beneath a large ancient tree, a group of villagers approached him. Among them was Suman, a man plagued by constant negative thoughts. Suman's mind was a storm of worries and fears, overshadowing any happiness he might find. Suman, looking weary and defeated, said to Ananda, "Bro, my life feels like a series of unfortunate events. I can't stop thinking about all the things that could go wrong. How can I find peace when my mind is filled with negativity?" Ananda listened intently, his face calm and understanding. He knew that negative thinking was a common struggle, but he also knew that there was a path to overcoming it. With a gentle smile, Ananda began to share his wisdom. Negative thinking, he said, is like a dark cloud that blocks the light of joy and peace. But just as clouds can be cleared to reveal the bright sky, your mind can be trained to overcome negativity. Ananda continued, "The first step is to become aware of your thoughts. Pay attention to when negative thoughts arise. Do not judge them or yourself, simply notice them. This awareness is the foundation of change." He then introduced the practice of mindfulness. "Sit quietly," Ananda instructed, "close your eyes, and focus on your breath. When a negative thought enters your mind, acknowledge it, and then gently bring your focus back to your breath. This practice trains your mind to stay present and not be overwhelmed by negativity." The villagers, including Suman, began to practice mindfulness regularly. They noticed that by focusing on their breath, they could create a sense of calm and clarity, even amidst their worries. Next, Ananda spoke about the power of gratitude. Gratitude, he said, is the antidote to negative thinking. Each day, take a moment to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. They can be small or big, but let them fill your heart with appreciation. Suman started keeping a gratitude journal. He wrote about the warmth of the sun, the kindness of a neighbor, and the beauty of the flowers in his garden. Over time, these small moments of gratitude began to shift his focus from what was wrong to what was right. Ananda also introduced positive affirmations. Speak kindly to yourself, he advised. When negative thoughts arise, counter them with positive statements. Say, "I am capable, I am worthy," or "I am grateful for this moment." These affirmations help rewire your mind towards positivity. Suman incorporated positive affirmations into his daily routine. Each morning he looked in the mirror and spoke words of encouragement to himself. This practice strengthened his confidence and gradually diminished his negative self-talk. As Suman continued these practices, he noticed significant changes in his life. His mind felt lighter, his relationships improved, and he found joy in everyday moments. He realized that by changing his thoughts, he had transformed his reality. Suman returned to Ananda, filled with gratitude. "Thank you, Ananda," he said, "for teaching me how to overcome negative thinking. Your wisdom has brought light into my life." The story of Ananda and Suman teaches us that while negative thinking can cast a shadow over our lives, we have the power to change our mindset. By practicing mindfulness, gratitude, and positive affirmations, we can overcome negativity and find peace and happiness. Lesson 4. Practical tips for viewers. Practical tips for overcoming negative thinking. Negative thinking can be a heavy burden, but with the right tools, you can lighten the load and bring more positivity into your life. Here are some practical tips to help you do just that. Tip 1: Mindfulness is about being present in the moment and observing your thoughts without judgment. Find a quiet place, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Focus on your breath. When negative thoughts arise, acknowledge them and gently bring your focus back to your breathing. This practice helps you stay grounded and reduces the power of negative thoughts. Tip 2: each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be simple things like a sunny day, a kind word from a friend, or a good meal. Regularly reflecting on the positive aspects of your life can shift your focus away from negativity and help you develop a more positive mindset. Tip 3: positive affirmations are statements that you repeat to yourself to challenge and overcome negative thoughts. Stand in front of a mirror and say affirmations like, "I am strong, I am capable, and I deserve happiness." Over time, these affirmations can help reprogram your mind to think more positively. Tip 4: when a negative thought enters your mind, try to reframe it into a more positive or neutral one. For example, if you think "I always mess up," reframe it to "I'm learning and improving every day." This shift in perspective can help reduce the impact of negative thoughts on your mood and behavior. Tip 5: nature has a calming effect on the mind. Take a walk in the park, go for a hike, or simply sit in your garden. Being in nature can help clear your mind, reduce stress, and improve your overall mood. Tip 6: physical activity is a great way to combat negative thinking. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters. Find an activity you enjoy, whether it's walking, dancing, yoga, or playing a sport, and make it a regular part of your routine. Tip 7: sharing your thoughts and feelings with a trusted friend, family member, or therapist can provide relief and perspective. Sometimes just talking about what's on your mind can help you see things more clearly and reduce the intensity of negative thoughts. Tip 8: doing things you love and trying new activities can distract you from negative thoughts and boost your mood. Read a good book, learn a new skill, or volunteer in your community. Keeping yourself engaged in positive activities can help you stay mentally and emotionally balanced. Tip 9: setting and achieving small, realistic goals can build your confidence and provide a sense of accomplishment. Start with simple tasks and gradually take on bigger challenges. Celebrate your successes, no matter how small they may seem. Tip 10: deep breathing exercises can help reduce stress and calm your mind. Try this simple exercise: inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for a count of 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. Repeat this a few times whenever you feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts. By incorporating these practical tips into your daily routine, you can start to overcome negative thinking and develop a more positive outlook on life. Remember, change takes time, so be patient with yourself and keep practicing. Lesson 5: real-life examples. Negative thinking can feel like an insurmountable obstacle, but with determination and the right strategies, it's possible to break free from its grip. Here are some real-life stories of individuals who turned their lives around by overcoming negative thinking. John was a successful professional, but despite his achievements, he was plagued by constant negative thoughts. He doubted his abilities, feared failure, and often felt like an imposter in his own life. This negative thinking led to anxiety and depression. Determined to change, John began practicing mindfulness and keeping a gratitude journal. Each morning, he spent a few minutes meditating, focusing on his breath, and writing down things he was grateful for. These practices helped him stay present and appreciate the positive aspects of his life. Over time, John noticed a significant change. His anxiety reduced, and he felt more confident in his abilities. By shifting his focus from negative thoughts to positive ones, John transformed his mindset and consequently his life. Sarah struggled with negative self-talk and low self-esteem. She often felt unworthy and incapable, which affected her personal and professional relationships. Tired of living in constant doubt, Sarah decided to seek help. Sarah started working with a therapist who introduced her to positive affirmations. Every day, Sarah stood in front of a mirror and repeated affirmations like, "I am enough, I am capable, and I deserve happiness." At first, it felt strange, but she persisted. Slowly, Sarah began to believe in the affirmations. Her self-esteem improved, and she started taking on new challenges with confidence. By changing her inner dialogue, Sarah overcame her negative thinking and embraced a more positive and fulfilling life. Michael, a small business owner, was constantly stressed about the future. He focused on potential problems and worst-case scenarios, which affected his decision-making and overall happiness. Inspired by a friend, Michael started a gratitude journal. Each night before bed, he wrote down 3 things he was thankful for that day. This simple practice helped him shift his focus from worries to positive experiences. As weeks passed, Michael's outlook changed. He felt more optimistic and resilient, better able to handle challenges with a positive mindset. His business thrived as he became a more confident and inspiring leader. Emily, a busy mother of 2, often felt overwhelmed and stressed. Her mind was a constant whirlwind of negative thoughts and worries. Realizing the toll it was taking on her health and happiness, Emily decided to make a change. She began practicing deep breathing exercises and mindfulness meditation. Every morning and evening, she took a few minutes to breathe deeply and focus on the present moment. These practices helped calm her mind and reduce her stress. Emily found that she was more patient, relaxed, and happier. Her relationships with her family improved, and she felt more in control of her thoughts and emotions. By embracing mindfulness, Emily overcame her negative thinking and created a more peaceful life. These real-life examples show that overcoming negative thinking is possible with dedication and the right strategies. Whether it's through mindfulness, gratitude, positive affirmations, or deep breathing, you too can transform your mindset and improve your quality of life. Lesson 6. Benefits of positive thinking. Positive thinking is the practice of focusing on the good in any given situation. It doesn't mean ignoring the negatives, but rather approaching challenges with a hopeful and constructive mindset. Here are some of the amazing benefits of positive thinking. Positive thinking can significantly enhance your mental well-being. When you focus on positive thoughts, you reduce stress and anxiety, lower your risk of depression, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. A positive mindset can help you cope better with life's challenges, making you more resilient and emotionally balanced. Positive thinking isn't just good for your mind, it also benefits your body. Studies have shown that optimists tend to have stronger immune systems, but lower blood pressure, and a reduced risk of chronic illnesses like heart disease. A positive outlook can lead to healthier lifestyle choices, such as regular exercise and a balanced diet, further boosting your physical health. When you think positively, you're more motivated and focused, leading to greater productivity. Positive thinkers are more likely to set goals, take initiative, and persist in the face of setbacks. This proactive attitude can help you achieve your personal and professional objectives more effectively. Positive thinking can improve your relationships with others. Optimistic people are generally more approachable, empathetic, and supportive, making it easier to build and maintain meaningful connections. Positive thinking also helps you communicate better, resolve conflicts constructively, and foster a more positive social environment. Life is full of ups and downs, but a positive mindset can help you bounce back from adversity more quickly. Positive thinkers view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable obstacles. This resilience enables you to handle stress more effectively and recover from setbacks with greater ease. A positive mindset encourages open-mindedness and creativity. When you're optimistic, you're more likely to think outside the box, explore new ideas, and embrace innovation. This can lead to greater problem-solving skills and more creative solutions in both your personal and professional life. Positive thinking can lead to a deeper sense of fulfillment and happiness. By focusing on the good in your life and practicing gratitude, you cultivate a sense of contentment. Positive thinkers are more likely to appreciate the present moment, enjoy their experiences, and find joy in everyday life. A positive attitude helps you stay motivated and committed to your goals. Positive thinkers believe in their ability to succeed, which boosts their confidence and perseverance. This mindset makes it easier to set realistic goals, work towards them with determination, and celebrate your achievements along the way. Your positive mindset can influence those around you. Optimism is contagious, and your positive attitude can inspire and uplift others. By spreading positivity, you contribute to a more supportive and encouraging community, creating a ripple effect of goodwill and happiness. Positive thinking encourages you to live in the moment and appreciate the present. Mindfulness practices, such as meditation and deep breathing, help you stay grounded and focused on the here and now. This presence of mind reduces stress and enhances your overall sense of well-being. The benefits of positive thinking are truly transformative. By cultivating a positive mindset, you can improve your mental and physical health, strengthen your relationships, increase your productivity, and find greater satisfaction in life. Remember, positive thinking is a skill that can be developed with practice and patience. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Leave a comment below about how positive thinking has impacted your life and any tips you have for staying positive. Together, we can build a supportive and optimistic community.